game, yo.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh! I choked that so hard.
That happened fast and a big sack.
I gotta change something in my stream.
Under pressure again, and down he goes.
No, hold on. I gotta change something in my stream real quick.
Oh, it's a duo. It's a duo.
Okay.
They're not good. I don't know why they're trying to. They have zone, we don't.
Sure, play auto.
They have zone, but they all have second zone. They have second zone, but we.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
You've got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So out come the Falcons now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Neville Hewitt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete as well.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here we go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They find some open field here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's complete to Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Let's go.
Watson His throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And here now it's second and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on fourth down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. Time running out here on the play clock. Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. On first and 10, gone. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. Now Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deion Sanders in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be fourth and long. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Melvin Gordon from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Let's go!
Now it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Ertz over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Goff on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zach Ertz, 26 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Partner, why were they even putting the ball in the air in that situation?
I know they have confidence a lot of the time in their team, and hey, we can call anything, but in this spot with that lead and that amount of time on the clock,
and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off, it's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I do know that Joe Hayden was used to winning a lot of games at the University of Florida. And when it comes time for a big play in a big situation, he wants to be that guy, and he just pulled it off.
Yeah, he pulled it off, indeed, a huge interception to help put this game on ice. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now it's gone. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And an alley to run. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I know they didn't